This is a story about why revolutions happen from one of the less well-known but most politically and economically sensitive places in the world. A drive along Baku's coast road illustrates just how much potential there is here. They've got oil out of the ground like this for 150 years, yet everything is ruined. The old Soviet-style derricks on the side of the roads, the rigs rusting in the sea. And amid all this, the most modern, state-of-the-art oil and gas terminal in the world, opened this year by BP.
It is enormous. It's actually enormous. Sometimes people ask me, come, let's have a walk outside. I said, you go ahead, I'll see you in the next couple of days. Because that is how big it is. If you have to go walk all around it, it's more than 20 kilometers.
The pipeline ends up in Turkey. By Christmas, the oil will be shipped around the world. Pay dirt time all round. Bet you can't guess how much money that pipeline's going to make for Azerbaijan in the future. They reckon that even if oil prices stay at just $50 a barrel, which is quite pessimistic, over the next 20 years, Azerbaijan is going to make $100 billion from oil revenues. $100 billion. I mean, this country is only about the size of the Midlands. There's only 8 million people live here. The potential from this is absolutely vast. How ironic, then, that within a flamethrower's distance of such wealth is such abject poverty. These are refugees from Azerbaijan's endless war with Armenia. They've lived here for years and their government provides next to nothing for them. It's fallen to BP to give them jobs and set up social projects. They even make gloves here for the workers at the oil plant.
BP really helped us. They helped us buy the equipment and the buildings, the sewing machines, technical equipment, everything.
The vast disparity between the few with all the money and all the rest has led to big opposition protests here, so reminiscent of Georgia and Ukraine before. The police have gone in hard against the protesters, often backed by civilians who appear accountable to no one. No question, though, that the opposition is taking a lead from Ukraine's Orange Revolt.
Elbette Azerbaycan'da bir represif rejim var.
Of course, Azerbaijan has a repressive regime, and of course the people are frightened. But still, you can see that they're protesting in the streets and the government is afraid of free elections. If they're not afraid of the people, why won't they hold a democratic vote? It hasn't helped Azerbaijan's image that it's a dynasty. Pictures of the modern father of the nation, Haydar Aliyev, are everywhere, reminding the public who's the boss. Before he died, power was passed on to his son in an election widely viewed as rigged. No truck here with those who would foment revolution.
They need to step back. They need to give opportunity for young generation in opposition, those who are clean, those who are not involved in bloody activity of the civil war, of social unrest.
Whether the opposition is ready to launch what's been described as the watermelon revolution is unclear. But if the government doesn't provide the people with something from all this oil money, it will surely have to resort to greater and greater force to keep the people down. Whether the West cares more about that or about the oil is an open question. Lawrence Lee, Sky News, Baku, Azerbaijan. Lawrence Lee, 5 News, Baku, Azerbaijan.